Hey guys, anyone that's in the stream at the moment, I appreciate you guys waiting. We're having a little bit of technical issues at the moment. We're trying to fix it, so make sure you stay tuned in the Discord and we'll keep you up to date. Alright, now after some serious technical issues, because of course, here we are, back in iRacing. So here today we have the USA International Speedway. And part of the other problem that we have is my software that I use for the live ticker and such has decided it doesn't want to work today. So, we get to watch the results tab. Because of course. Anyway, we are here at USA International Raceway. Previous race winner Ace Through It is here and is currently leading the practice session. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a race than we originally intended. Actually, might be able to fit just in time for our other drivers to make another event they need to attend. Yes, here we are going into qualifying now. All I have to say is yikes. iRacing decided it wanted to have some issue today. Oh, I believe qualifying is open today too. Interesting. All right, let's go. It's gonna be different. Let's load up trading paints now that I think about it before. Yeah, everyone's kind of out of it today. We're all quite busy, and as you can see, nothing really wants to work. So, taking a look around, we can see our drivers getting ready to go. Oh, there's Jesse Atkinson having a spin off of 3 and 4. Track is going to be a little bit loose today. We're going to have a night race here. And there's Hunter Terpstra just slamming into the back of the number 77 there. That is a not great moment. Oh, goodness. I have to do race control tonight, too. Our main race control couldn't make it, so double fun. It's going to be a great event. I already know it. We'll be all good here, though. Drivers are going to be nice and fast, and it's going to be great to see everyone. Currently, Jose Bangales is leading the pack with a 23.968. Good for him. This is going to be his first event here. So if he can get off to a great start, then he's going to be set for at least the next little while. Scott Whiteman pulls into the 4th grid position so far, going through. Our other drivers still have to make it, though. Let's see if it wants to work now. Nope. Great. Jose Bangles having a spin on over there. Let's head over to the TV cams, just because they're nice. Let's check on Brady Floyd. He has won a lot of races here in the past, and is quite quick. So maybe he can come back for a win this time around. This is Ace's track that he has won, so if Ace can beat Brady, he might be able to maintain his position in the championship. However, if Brady finishes high, it's going to be a big threat to Ace. It's very common to skim the wall coming off of 1 and 2. Check on some of our drivers, see how they're doing. There's Jose again. Seems like he's doing pretty well. Brad Whiteman is going to be coming out of the pits now, seeing if he can get a good lap in our little bit of time we have left before the race starts. There's Dean Quall coming out of the pits too. We'll follow along with Brad for the moment as he starts his first lap out. Brad's who had a little bit of a rough season so far, understandably so. Maybe he can come back here. He did well in the USA race, our first race here. So maybe he can come back and show him who's boss. It's possible. Be happy to see him. We'll follow along with Dean Qualley now as he comes up to his lap, getting currently pushed from behind by Jose Bangles. Good to see how they do now. Dean Qualley comes across, and what is his qualifying time? Oh, not yet. Okay. Qualifying is about to be finished out here as we're going to be gridding soon. Apologies for the poor display. I would like it to look better, but not really much I can do at the moment with my software not wanting to work. Across the line, a lot of our drivers go, and Dean Qualley finishes 6th in the qualifying. So right now, your qualifying standpoint has Jesse Atkinson in first position with a 23.076. It's pretty quick. Then behind him is going to be Jose Bangles in his first ever showing with a 23.080. Right behind Jesse. Behind him is going to be Brady Floyd with a 23.09. Also very close. These drivers are very close together. Then in fourth position, we have Ace Stewart, who is a previous race winner here with a 23.4. Fifth position is going to be Brad White with a 23.6. And Dean Qualley with a 23.797. Scott behind him with a 23.879. Zoom out a little bit. It's a little bit close. There we are. Let's follow along with our leader, who is at the moment going to be... We'll just do focus on leader. Remember, if you're interested in racing in a great environment, make sure you check out Homebrew Racing. We would be happy to have you, and it's going to be great to see everyone. Make sure you tag along, and it's going to be great. Make sure you search up on iRacing, and you can join great races just like these. Our modified division is starting soon. Also, make sure you check out Woodback Auto Parts, one of Canada's largest southern retailers that's going to give you great quality auto parts for cheap prices all across southern Canada. Make sure you check them out at www.woodbackautoparts.com. Our drivers here on the grid, all getting ready to go. It is some of the final races in the championship. So currently your points leader, Ace Stewart, is starting 4th. He needs to make sure he wins this race if he wants to maintain that lead. Brady Floyd, one of your highest series competitors, is right alongside him on the inside. That is going to be really dangerous, as Brady has been known to be fast, even at short tracks like this where Ace usually shines. Can Ace do it? Can he finish ahead of everybody? We'll have to see as we come up towards the green flag starting soon in a couple laps. Jesse Atkinson, who is a person that joined in a little bit late, is currently your pole sitter in the 127. He's been super fast in the past, and he's going to be super fast here today in qualifying, as he was. Maybe he can continue to keep that lead as he's going to be on the front row. Looks like drivers have the choice of going now as the pace car is off. Jose Bangles in his first ever showing here at the Stirling Sim Academy on his outside. This is going to be some competitive racing. You have some really fast drivers up front and some fast drivers in the back. Everyone here is quite quick, so it's going to be quite a challenge. Dean Qualley, can he challenge Brady Floyd? He's done it in the past at short tracks. Maybe he can do it again. Our drivers are now going to have one to go this time by. Apologies for the not so pretty screen, but we're going to keep this up so that we can see who is in what positions and where. I'm going to try one more time on stream to see if I can get the sim racing things to work. So you can see a little black box. And nope. All right. Great. It's going to be 50 laps here at USA International Speedway. Pace car is off. Drivers are getting ready to go. Jesse Atkinson is going to be on the pole.
Green flag.
And there is the flag, and off they go. Jesse Atkinson gets a great start, followed by Brady Floyd on that inside. The inside is looking quite fast. Looks like everyone goes through kind of well. And then there's a spin already. Does it hit anybody else? Not yet. Oh, and it does. Okay. Let's throw that yellow.
Caution.
Already. All right.
What do you got now?
First caution of the day. Already. Sure, our drivers are already going to be feeling kind of anxious about that. It's very loose coming off of that, so it's not surprising someone spun. Let's focus on most exciting now. Jose Bangalis, your leader now, is going to continue to do that. Yes, he is your leader, followed by Brady Floyd, and in third place, Ace Stewart. In fourth place is going to be Dean Qualley, riding the ERA Sim Sports DeWalt paint. Behind him is going to be the number 92 of Brad Whiteman. Behind them is going to be the number 8 of Bryn George. Your top 5 are looking quite quick already, and it's only been a singular lap under caution. It happens here at USA. Do not be surprised if we see more cautions throughout the night. Cautions are so frequent here exclusively because of how easy it is to spin. It's a very tight paperclip style oval without a lot of grip or banging. Makes a good challenge for these street stocks. We follow along right behind the number 92 with Bryn George, seeing if he can get anywhere, as he's been fast at short tracks like these before. Ace Stewart, he's going to have to try to keep up with Brady as we follow him now, and Dean. Jose is going to get that inside line when we go to the restart and the next time by. It's going to be quite fascinating to see what happens next. Drivers are going to be restarting as soon as we follow along. Let's actually get a good look with our leader. We're going to follow along with him on the inside for the moment. Let's go to the gyro cam. You can see the lack of banking here, actually, as we're going to have to go through 1 and 2. It's a fast start and back stretch. As we can see here, following along on the inside line, this is going to be the preferred line most drivers are going to take to see if they can get anywhere. Having that inside line is going to really make all the difference. Just going to disable notifications. Sorry for the pop-up. Won't be too much longer now until we go back under green, as we are now entering lap number 6. Let's take a look from the second TV cam as our drivers ride them by. Looks like we're actually going to be 1 to green this time by now. Brady Floyd going to be on your outside of the number 96 of Jose Bengals. Number 98 is going to see if he can be really competitive. We've seen him do it before. We'll see if he can do it again. Let's head out to the Blum cam so we can make sure we see everything that comes up next. Let's focus on most exciting as well. There is Ace, who's going to be on the inside line on the second row as the pace car comes off. Our drivers are getting ready to go as they enter the restart zone.
Green flag.
There is the flag, and off our drivers go. Jose Bengal is getting a really good start coming off the start-finish line as he heads now into 1. Brady Floyd on that outside getting a really good amount of speed as he starts going by, but he's not quite able to make it as the number 96 pushes him a little bit wide. The number 98 is keeping wide, going on the inside of the number 77. The number 8 is following along on the inside. Looks like there's a little bit of a spin. It's the number 96 going down. Single car, and everyone is kind of loose. There's a 2 cars getting kind of loose, but not quite enough for caution as far as I am concerned. That is rough to... Oh, there's a car spun on track. I got to throw caution for that. That bad. And they made it. Never mind. Goodness. This is a really tight track, and everyone kind of gets up in each other's business. There's some serious bumping back there. Goodness. Does anyone spin? No? Okay, there's the number 90. Nope, 21 going down low. Everyone's kind of really concerned. Great. It's been a great race today so far, everybody. Definitely see no issues at all. Looks like Brady Floyd is now your leader, followed by the number 98 of Dean Qualley, who is then followed by the number 8 of Bryn George. These drivers are all going to have to work really well together to see if they can go anywhere. Let's focus on crashes, actually. Maybe then it'll actually show us something. Number 20 maintaining that lead as they start doing some laps all together. Maybe it'll make some difference. Dean Qualley, who's been really competitive at these short tracks, looks like he can actually do something. Comes up to the inside of that number 20. Maybe he's going to try to see if he can kill his tires to get somewhere. 50 laps is kind of intense on these tires, and our drivers are going to start spinning. As you can already see, as they are already loose. Dean getting a little bit loose coming off of 4. Our drivers always rushing through at top speed, seeing whatever they can do, as it's a really competitive challenge here at the Stirling Sim Academy Series. Make sure you check us out. We'd always be glad to have more drivers. And next time, there's going to be a little bit better race control than myself. Dean skims the wall coming off of 4, going down the backstretch, kind of putting him a little bit further behind the number 20. Although he does catch up in the corners, looks like Dean can really quite be fast here at USA. There's the number 21 just leaving the pits now after having his unfortunate wreck coming off of 4. Dean is catching up to that number 20. He's drafting right behind him. Seeing if he can get anywhere. He's already caught up after some skims of the wall. That is quick. Dean is clearly fast here. Maybe he can get ahead of Brady and give Dean his first win of the season as we approach the end of the season. Let's take a look at the results of the moment. We see that Ace Stewart is going to be in 7th place at the moment. That is unfortunate to see, but it's bad luck. It happens. Hopefully Ace can come back and he can get himself some really good positions, as he is a previous race winner here. Here we are now focusing on Brad Whiteman, who's going to be seeing if he can hold off Ace. Ace, who is always fast here, maybe he can get by. If Ace can get by, he can get himself back into some contention here. But don't shout out Brad, because Brad is going to be fast too. Don't shout out. Don't count out. Ace coming up behind him, seeing if he can get by. Looks to the inside. Brad blocks. Does not let Ace through. Ace has some damage, looking like when he had a couple of those collisions in the past. Focusing back on Dean, we can see him trying to catch up to the number 20. He's right on his tail. Right on his tail, really. Number 20 now going through 1 and 2. Dean right there with him. They are really competitive this season. We've seen at Concord, Dean can be faster. We've seen at Michigan, Dean can be faster. But don't count out Brady. Brady is super fast at these tracks, which makes there some really good racing, because as much as Dean can be faster, so can Brady. We see the number 92 starting to block a little bit more. It looks like Dean gets a little bit loose going through 1 and 2, seeing if he'd taken a very aggressive inside line, is not quite able to do it. As we continue on here at USA. We are now on lap number 21, this time by almost halfway through. Race leaders coming back through there. Let's see if we can follow along with some of our other drivers. We see Jose Bangalas bringing up a little bit of the rear here without being down. Struggling to make up some points after he had that unfortunate spin, even though he was the race leader earlier. You see Hunter Stripsha is left a little bit to see if he can avoid the consequences of this race. We see that Ace was able to get by Brad Whiteman nice and cleanly. That's good to see. Ace can get himself back into some more points as he's now in 6th position. Scott Whiteman here in 5th is looking like he can maybe get somewhere. Here's Jesse Atkinson catching up to the number 8, who has been letting the number 20 and the number 98 go ahead. Following along with your leader, and we're going to go back here to the 127, who seems like he's going to see if he can get anywhere with that number 8. Come back up now on lap number 24. Number 98 looking right behind that number 20, see if he can get really anywhere. They have been like this the entire race so far, after the first several laps, of course. See the 98 right there. He's able to actually match his line, which is going to keep him in contention, especially if he can save his tires. Looks like Brady gets a little bit loose coming into there, which allows Dean to get a little bit closer. Can Dean do it? Can Dean continue to catch up to him? Looks like Brady goes a little bit wide going into 3 and 4. Maybe that's his new approach, to see if he can start out wide going in. It definitely can work sometimes, but it is allowing Dean to close that gap. We see them very, very close together. It looks like Brady gets a little bit more speed in the corner, but now he's able to get out a little bit more. Ignore my notifications. I thought I turned them off. Looks like Dean is looking to that inside. Brady does not quite let him by. See our drivers are rushing through now. Brady Floyd maintaining that leading position, followed by Dean Gwaley, who's right on his tail. That ERA Sim Sports DeWalt car is going to be right on him. Looks like Brady gets a little bit loose coming out of 4. Dean is right there, closest he's ever gotten. He looks to the inside. Brady blocks. Dean brakes early to let him have it. No need to get caught up in another caution again. Drivers go down the backstretch again. Looks like there's a little bit more gap between them. Can Brady continue to hold up this? We now don't have as many laps to go. This time it's going to be on lap number 29. Follow along with Ace now, who looks like he's losing time to Brad Whiteman, who's catching. Can Brad keep up with him? Brad's been fast. Maybe he can do it. Although it looks like the two of them are catching Scott a little bit, who's maintained a pretty good race pace so far. After the disaster that was getting ready for this race, I'm not surprised that a lot of people are looking just to finish it. Apologies for any frame drops you're seeing. I'm looking in my corner window and I can see that it's getting a little bit choppy now. Oh, goodness. Let's see. It's good to see Ace doing well. Maybe we can follow along a little bit more with our leaders, which would be the number 20 of Brady Floyd. Dean is right onto him. They're going now through 3 and 4. Dean right there, although Brady gets a little bit better of an exit. Both of them slide a little bit. As you can see now that we are on lap number 32, people's tires are going a little bit. Now, when you have your tires go here, you have two choices. You can try to make up as much time as possible with a pit, especially if there's another caution. If we can get another big wreck, then a lot of drivers are likely to pit because there's so much speed you can get. Although you can't get infinite amounts, though. Oh, Scott is popping in and out. All right, then. Very cool. Dean right on that back of that number 20 as they now go through 3. That number 20 has led just about every single lap so far post-caution. As we remember the caution that we had on lap number 1 caused by just Jesse getting a little bit loose going through 1 and 2, which is perfectly understandable. It's a loose track. It's rough to see, though, as now he's going to be bringing up more towards the rear. Although now he's up to 4th place, though. So clearly he's doing something right. See if we can get a little bit better camera angles now that I'm focused on to exclusively that. Oh, there goes Brad looking to the inside of that number 77, seeing if he can get by at all. Oh, here we are following the number 20 and then 98 again as we go through the front stretch. Again, these two have been duking out. Dean skims the wall once again. It's a rough exit coming out there. As we now focus right back here, we can see that Brad is looking to that inside. Maybe he can get by. Ace has gotten a little bit slower. Maybe he can do it. Can Brad get by? His car looks to be in perfect condition. Perhaps he can do it. Perhaps he can make something happen. Be good to see him do it. Ace looks to the inside, and it looks like Brad is going to have to follow right along. Going through 1 and 2 once again. Looks like Brad looks to the inside. Can he do it? He's at his quarter panel. He's looking like it. He's going to bounce back a little bit now. Perspective is not fantastic here, I'll give you that. Follow along with our leaders once again. And we're back again. Oh man, I missed my main controls. Looks like Brad looks to the inside as Ace is a little bit loose as they come through. Nope, not quite enough, but he is right on his tail. What can they do as we are now approaching lap number 39. Ace maintaining that distance, but it looks like the 92 is looking real close to him. Can he do it? We know that he's been fast. Brad looking kind of loose, but Ace diving down low. Ace goes wide, lets the 92 go on by. The 92 gets the pass done, although Ace is not going to let it go cleanly as they go back into 1 and 2. Ace lets it go. There it is. Brad Whiteman is now in 6th position, overtaking the 7th position from behind. That is great. Great move by the number 92. Very clean pass. Let's follow along with our leaders once again as we are approaching the end of this race. Brady Floyd still in the 1st position. Although, don't count out Dean Quality, he's very close. So I'll follow along with the shopper cam this time. Dean has been able to at least match his speed the entire time, if not gain on several different occasions. If Dean can get some good boost of speed right here at the very end, he can definitely take over to win. Oh, looks like we have some smoke. Is that a caution that I need to throw? Oh, that's a caution. All right.
Caution.
Ace getting spun out. Let's see what happened there.
Something to drink. Get a deep breath.
What happened? Looks like the 96 was overtaking him. Let's see that coming back through again. It gives him a little bit of a bump. Ace maintaining that inside, but then he just comes up and spins him. Is that intentional? Let's take a look on the inside of that, actually. We can follow along in the cockpit view. We can actually see what happens. He goes along, maintains low, although doesn't quite seem intentional. But although that is some dangerous driving, cutting down so low. And that's not the line we're supposed to take. Looks like a little bit more happened up there, though. Some smoke. Let's see what I'm missing. Oh, it looks like Scott had some issues. All right. Didn't see that. What happened? Is he spun up here? He comes off. Oh, he hits the wall. Rough to see. It happens. It's the worst, though. There's so, like, little grip here. it can just suddenly happen. Looks like a lot of our drivers are coming in to get some fresh tires as well as we finish out the last 5 laps of this race. So along with your leader Brady Floyd, who's currently still in first position, leading almost every single lap. But Dean Qualley is right on his outside. Because it's so close to the end, I doubt neither of them wanted to give the other the position. Let's focus on crashes now. Remember to check out www.woodbeck Auto Parts for Canada's largest auto parts distributor in the southern Canada region. They are a gracious series sponsor, and really do make sure you check them out. They've been in business since 1939 and will make sure they give you the best quality service. Remember, that's www.woodbeckautoparts.com. Looks like after that, Scott moves himself back into the 7th position. That's a little bit rough to see. Ace in 4th. Actually, 8th and 6th. I'm sorry. My, he's a little bit off. My eyes are, I should say. Scott in 8th. Jose Bangalos moving himself back up to 5th position. That's some great work he's done to get back up there. Bryn in 3rd. That's going to make it quite difficult for Dean Qualley, who has to maintain that 2nd place position and not concede it to the Extreme Racing boys of Brady and Bryn. Jesse Atkinson, who was your pole leader, is now back in 4th position after having a really rough spin on the first turn of the first lap. He's made a great recovery. Really good to see what he can do next. Another check to see if this wants to work now. And it doesn't. Great. By next race, I'll make sure I have another ticker up again. It was working earlier today, so who knows what happened. Looks like our drivers are getting ready to go again. Dean on that outside. So right now your leader is going to be Brady Floyd. On the outside of him is going to be Dean Qualley. On the 2nd row, it's going to be Bryn George on the inside, and then on the outside of him is going to be the 127 of Jesse Atkinson. In the 3rd row, in the inside is going to be the 77 of Ace Stewart. On the outside of him is going to be the 92 of Brad Whiteman. All right, pace car is off, and here we are getting ready to go once again here at USA for the final laps. It's going to be almost a green-white checkered finish. Looks like Brady and Bryn get an amazing start. Same with Dean. Dean gets shuffled back a little bit because Bryn was able to move himself to the inside so quick. Jesse Atkinson is going to see if he can do anything to make up any kind of lost position. Ace just skims the wall a tiny bit as they now go into 3. Really see Brady Floyd gets a really big jump. Looks like Dean is on the outside. Can he maintain something? Oh, and the 92 spins. It's 49th lap, so I can't really do much left. It looks like it's just a single car spin. That's rough to see. Hopefully Brad can feel up a little bit better for us. He's had some really great battles so far. Dean skims the wall, moving himself back a little bit more. Can Ace get by? Ace is looking to his inside. Dean goes wide, letting him by. Scott looks up to the inside. Jose looks like he's going to spin Scott. Does he spin Scott? And, oh my goodness. I don't think I can. Oh, and then there's another wreck. Okay. All right. And I can't throw the yellow. Great. All right. Looks like that's going to be your race finish, apparently. I have no idea what in the world just happened. I'm pretty sure that for the race finish that Brady Floyd is your first place contender, followed by Bryn George. Then in 3rd place is going to be Jesse Atkinson. So you can see up there the final positions. I can't hear them at the moment. That is annoying. But I don't know what just happened. All right. This has been an event. That is the best way to put it. Brady's going to get some good celebration in there. He's led so much, and he's had some really intense battles with Dean. That's a great work by him. It's good to see it. Let's see if anyone wants to do a post-race interview. I don't see any coming up. But if they do, yeah, I'll join the driver's lunch for them to have an opportunity to. Yep. There's Brady and Brandon going to do their typical post-race driving at each other. Good for them. Good 1-2 finish. I'm going to be reviewing the ending of this entire race under the counsel of a couple of the other administrators here in Homer to see what in the world just happened, because that happened. That is the best way I can describe it. It happened. So, yep, that has been your race here at USA International. Make sure you check out Homebrew Racing. Typically, we have a bit better events than this. Just didn't go as planned today. We'll be happy to have anyone, though. Make sure you join us. Check us out on iRacing. Also, make sure you check out www.woodbeckautoparts.com, our gracious series sponsor who's done everything right for us. It's always good to see them. They're one of the best auto parts retailers in Canada. Make sure you really do check them out. And recyclers, because they're just amazing. So, give them a look. Glad to see everyone. Check the Discord and website later for some information, seeing on what happens in terms of points and such due to that ending, and we'll see. So, this has been your host, Noah Walter, and we'll see you next time.